Good afternoon, everyone. I'm day weather meteorologist Don Watzel with a look at your afternoon video update for Friday, March 31st. We've got a lot to unpack, so let's get right into it. High winds across southeastern areas of Interstate 80 and 25 verified well earlier today and have caused impacts to light and high profile vehicles, and when combined with some wet snow over higher elevations, caused some areas of blowing snow and reduced visibility. The high wind should die off in the plains after about 6 o'clock tonight, but will remain over the wind prone areas of Interstate 90, especially Arlington, into early Saturday. We're also looking at another high wind event to shift northward, affecting central areas of the state Saturday morning through early Sunday morning. This will include South Pass, Wyoming 258 Outer Drive south of Casper, portions of I 25, as well as the typical I 80 wind areas through Saturday and early Sunday. In the meantime, we expect snow to pick up again over the western mountains. Sunday, leftover breezy to strong winds, talking gusts at least 40 to 50 miles an hour, and then snow, moderate at first, will start to enter the plains of southwest Wyoming late Sunday night around midnight or so and continue early next week. It'll be the first stage of what should be a large scale spring snowstorm that's going to affect a large swath of the Rockies and High Plains through the middle of next week. And we'll have an early snowfall projection output later on in this video. First things first tonight, in the west and northwest, scattered snow showers in the mountains and valleys. It'll come and go at first and gain a little more momentum again after the midnight hour in the high elevations, another inch or two in the mountain passes, lower valleys, a trace to an inch, and winds will stay breezy. The other trouble spot, again, has been the high winds. We'll still have some strong ones through about 6 o'clock in the plains. They'll decrease overnight with some leftover 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts or more, continuing over I-80 Arlington. Meanwhile, the rest of the state, isolated snow showers will continue to wind down, and the northwest winds that got a little breezy at 20 to 40 will start to die down as well, at least briefly on the plains. Then for Saturday, another high wind event stretching from Wyoming 28 South Pass eastward through the wind prone areas. This will include Rawlins to Casper, Muddy Gap, that region, Outer Drive south of Casper, Wyoming 258. Also I-80 Rawlins to Laramie, and also I-25 around the Chugwater Wheatland area, extending towards Douglas and Casper. Going to get a good southwest component going with sustained winds 25 to 40, gusts 55 to possibly 70 miles an hour. And again, this will start in spots early Saturday, then spread to the plains throughout the rest of the day and continue through early Sunday. The rest of the adjacent plains will have some daytime, especially afternoon gusts, 40 to 50 miles an hour. Otherwise, conditions should be dry on the plains with heavy mountain snow. With our next disturbance in our jet stream, a westerly flow will provide good lift over the western slopes, maybe up to 8 to 12 inches in the mountains or more, with 3 to 6 inches in the valleys, kind of in between snowfall amounts over the mountain passes. We'll also have strong winds in areas of blowing snow, which will cause some headaches for those venturing outdoors. The rest of the mountain areas in the north and south, light snowfall mainly in the overnight. Some of the Bighorn mountain passes will get an inch to maybe 2 or 3 into early Sunday. Then for Sunday, may be hard to see on the page here, but we do have some leftover daytime west winds. That'll be 20 to 30 with some gusts 40 to 50 miles an hour, and some of these could stretch further northeast over the open plains around Douglas, headed towards Newcastle. Otherwise, going to be dry over portions of the Bighorn Basin, eastern plains, except for maybe a few evening and overnight snow showers drifting after about 7 o'clock or so, with strong daytime winds turning light in the overnight. Snow showers will continue in the western mountains and valleys during the day and kind of sputter again Sunday night with another 1 to 3, maybe up to 4 inches in the mountain passes, less amounts in the valleys. And here's a spot we talked about earlier where some of the heavier snow will get going on the plains. After about midnight or so, we will see the light snow that will start to develop late afternoon pick up steam with our first wave coming in from our jet stream, and this will cause pockets of moderate snow to develop over sections of Interstate 80. The trend here, or the range, if you will, is 3 to 6 inches. It looks like more uniformly it could be about the 2 to 5 range, but pockets of 6 inches could occur near Evanston and also the higher elevations of I-80 east of Rawlins towards Elk Mountain and Arlington. So for our forecasted travel impact graph, the light and high profile vehicle alert will be in full force Saturday and early Sunday over the central wind prone areas. Gusts over 60, might even get up to 70 miles an hour. We're going to go with some high impacts possible in the western mountains and valleys, especially on Saturday, kind of tapering off as we get into Sunday. The northern areas, including Interstate 90, will start the weekend with some moderate impacts possible, slick roads and black ice. Then those will break apart to wet to slick spots through Saturday afternoon and much of Sunday night. Winds in general light to breezy with some stronger gusts Sunday afternoon. May have some moderate impacts early Saturday, otherwise they'll kind of improve through Saturday and Sunday afternoon. Then the moderate snow will start again, causing slick roads, and that'll just be kind of chapter one, if you will, as we get into next week. The southeast part of the state, some wet to slick spots, otherwise favorable roads and breezy winds. Well, here it is, folks, the 2-day forecasted snowfall impact. Keep in mind, this is a raw, unrefined model output over a 2-day period, basically from Sunday night through Tuesday night. The area of low pressure will develop over the Great Basin, spreading into the northern Rockies, and the center of it by Monday night and Tuesday will be right around here. Now, that is somewhat of a northerly track, which would put northeast Wyoming, much of District 4 and 2, and heading into southwest Wyoming in a good spot for some easterly to northeast upslope during the day Monday, with the heaviest snowfall around here by Monday night and Tuesday morning. And amounts, again, could be a foot or more. And of course, there could be some revision of these snowfall totals as we get through the weekend. This storm will definitely be refined in the coming days, so be sure to watch for special weather updates and some impact videos as this system approaches.